This video is to introduce the Medical Mask Level 2 developed by Nevada County Masks for COVID-19. You can find the pattern for this mask as well as all the other level masks on our website. I used a rotary cutter and made it really simple to just go through and cut everything out. We are going to be using this cute panda pattern or fabric and black elastic. You're going to take your front fabric, which in this case is the pandas. You're going to put right sides together, and we are going to sew along the front seam. And also on your inside knit, you're going to sew along the front seam. So I'm going to do that, and I'll be right back. Now the seams are sewn along the front edge here and also on this piece here. So what we want to do is put right sides together, and so I'm going to kind of flip this inside out a little bit. Make sure that I get the right sides together. Mask to mask. Oh, it helps if it's right side up. And like that. You're going to go ahead and sew all the way around this entire piece except for 2 inches on this side. So I'll be right back and do that. Exception of these 2 inches, and I think this next step is probably the most difficult. So this is where you're just going to feed it through. We're going to turn it right side out. And hopefully you're way more talented at this than I am. You wrestle it a little bit, and then it comes together. You're going to want a pencil or scissors or something to get these corners out. I found that without that I didn't have the right shape, so I'm kind of just jamming my fingers in there right now for you. And now the next step in the process on step 3 is to iron it. I found that I didn't even have to iron it, honestly. Like, this design was so good that these just folded right in on themselves. If you want to iron it, you can, but I found it wasn't necessary. So now you have this cute little shape of a mask. It's pretty great. The next step is we're going to do the pleats. So the pleats are, you're going to bring a pinch from the bottom up to the top. I'm going to show you that right there. See that pleat? So in this pleat, you're going to take a piece of your elastic and you want to put it on the back side in that pleat. Right there. So now it's in that elastic, and I'm going to pin that. Right there. And then you do the same on the bottom, but you're going to bring, this pleat goes up and this pleat on the bottom goes down. Okay, and you're going to bring that elastic. Make sure that you don't twist the elastic. You want to, when it gets on someone's ear, you want it to make sure it fits properly. So we're going to put that in there, get that pleat going right there. And I'm going to pin that as well. And then you do that on the other side as well, and what you'll end up with is both the elastics on each side. Then you're going to sew from here to here, and you want to do some back stitching here to hold that elastic in place. Make sure that you're doing a 1/4 inch sew, and you should be good to go. Once that's your very last step once you're done, besides washing it. So I'm going to do that real fast, and then I'll show you the finished product. This is the final mask. I have brought my daughter in. She's going to put one on, and so am I, and we'll do some selfies here for you. This is my daughter, Callie. She's 12, so she's got a smaller face. This mask is a tiny bit big on her. You can see right here it's got a gap on it. We might want to actually make these pleats a little bit larger so that it tightens up that gap. Like if it was, we could use the same pattern, but maybe if we did something like that, does that feel a little bit more comfortable? Yeah. So for the kids, or to make it maybe a smaller version, we could you know, tighten up those pleats. Overall, how does it feel, Kelly?
It's a little small, but I like it.
A little big?
Oh yeah, a little big.
A little big.
I know the difference.
One of the reasons I wanted to do this video is because I am not a master seamstress. As you can tell by my back stitching, doesn't it look awesome? But the fact is that this is something, it maybe took me 7 minutes to make it instead of 5 minutes, but this is definitely something that a beginner could do. Master seamstresses or seamsters could totally knock a ton of these out in a super fast period of time. So I highly recommend doing this. They do not have a filter pocket, as Lexus mentioned. However, the coffee filter does fit in perfectly, and you can reference her video for that. I did get better on some of my seams, but overall, you know, it's form and function, you know, instead of beauty. So thanks for joining and good luck sewing.